Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jaden. How are you? Glad to have you back. You made my day. All right, let's get in here. As you go on your destiny to be the best that you can be, why not follow my basic principles to build your best life? Excuse me. You have the power, so I know that you can do it. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning to everyone out there. We're starting out with a beautiful day. I hope you're super excited. Everybody's going back to school now, whether virtually or brick and mortar. And hope everything works out and we can keep it moving forward and not take any steps back. As all of you who follow me know that we have been doing some exciting sessions over the past month as individuals are preparing, those who graduated from high school, getting ready to go to college or start work, those that are in college, preparing to get started in this new environment, those who graduated from college, preparing to take off for a year or a while and then go into their careers and work fields, as well as maybe continuing with their education. So it's a good time for me to talk about goals and visions and priorities and setting everything up. So I hope you have been following and been able to get all this information. Good morning, Peggy and Dan. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So some of the things that we've talked about, and I want to make sure that you are following those, that everything that you have learned so far, you know that you need to write the vision and make it plain. So that's your goals. You want to have those somewhere before you, so you might need some type of reminder. And a good reminder, again, would be your visual board, and you can do that as a visual visual vision board. Then you need to work on your strengths. Remember, you want to work on your strengths, not your weaknesses, but your strengths in order to enhance them so that they can help you to reach those goals. Then you need to set priorities, because depending on how many goals you have or how many things you have on that vision board that you want to get done, you can't do them all at one time. So you set that priority. What am I going to work on first? Is it going to be family? Is it going to be financial stability, education, whatever? And then there are some goals that you can work on simultaneously. As an example, you can work on furthering your education and your financial stability, or getting some, developing your strengths in order to move up on your job and working on financial stability. So there are some things that you can work on simultaneously. So just want to make sure that you have all of that in mind as we go on today. For this segment, and I cannot believe that this month is almost gone. Can you believe it? And I guess everybody knows by now, but we've been waiting on our newest grandson, the newest member of the family, and he decided to grace us with his presence on Wednesday, August the 19th. So Grayson Asher Smith was born at 11:52 p.m. Wednesday night. So we are so happy to have him here with us now. So we talked about all this stuff. So where do we go from here? How do I reach that vision? So you've done all the legwork. You know what you want to do. You have it before you. You're going to remind yourself. So you just need to continue to work on those things in order to make them come to pass. Because, you should know that, if you do the same things all the time, you're going to get the same results. So now you're trying to move. You're trying to be motivated to go up, to go out, to do different things, to obtain different things. Purchase cars for the first time. Purchase a home. Enhance your career. Move up the corporate ladder. Further your education. Learn a new trade. Everybody should have different streams of income. So you might be trying to, even though you're settled into maybe a career or one thing, but it's something else that you want to do to get that other stream of income, because it's nothing like working really hard and something happens like a corporation, excuse me, goes out of business, and so you of course wouldn't have that strand of business anymore if they're going out of business. And if a company goes out of business, why would they do that? It could be that they're bankrupt. So if they're bankrupt, they're not going to give you any type of substantial package or anything. So where would you go from there? So you need to have more than one stream of income that you depend upon. Because, life goes on. Regardless of what happens around us or falls apart, life continues to go on. Excuse me. So we have to make adjustments for those things. Amen? So you want to make sure that you are diligently working on those visions and things that you have come up with. So if it is going off to college, you need to make sure that your mind is focused. What am I going to college for? I'm finally getting away from home. I can go and have fun, find some new friends. I can turn up. I can get lit. You can get in trouble. So you have to be focused. I'm going away to school. My parents are allowing me to go away because they trust me enough to allow me to go away. I'm going to get an education. Education costs money. So I need to make sure that I am ready for this. I'm engaged. I'm going to study regardless of what else I want to do. I have to make sure I study. Study should be my priority so that I can get this degree, get out of here, and go on with my life. So it's important to know what your goal is, where you're trying to go, because the paths can lead everywhere. I talk about detours and rough terrain or whatever. So when you're going on that path, you got your buddy over here, that's the wrong path, saying, hey man, going to a party tonight, and you have a final exam the next day, but your friend calling you over here to another path. Which path are you going to take? Are you going to stay on your path to trying to reach that goal because you need to pass that final exam, or are you going to straight off on a different path that's blocking your obstacles to hang out with friends? You just have to be that adamant about what it is that you're going to do if you have a vision. If you have a vision to save X amount of money, say that you're having car problems, you need another car. Right now, you just cannot afford another car. You can't afford a new car. So what would you have to do? You would have to save money in order to get that done. So that needs to be in the forefront of your mind. Okay, you say, well, I know I got to get a car, and I know I got to save money. What do you mean? What I mean is you need to have a budget. Remember I said it's very important to have a budget. So if in doing that budget, you understand that you can save $100, $500, $300 per paycheck, that is what you need to do. That's going to help you reach that goal to get that down payment, get that car, or down payment on a home, whatever. But if you decide, oh, wow, those are some nice shoes. I got to get them. And they 10% off too? Oh, I got to buy them. What's that going to do to that $300 you're supposed to be saving towards your car? You're dipping into it. You want to buy that Michael Kors purse, $258, $358, plus tax. No savings out of that paycheck. So you're not keeping your vision or your goal in front of you. Your goal, one of your goals, and at that time you need transportation, would be that car. But if you strand off the path to go buy that purse or those shoes or whatever, you're not focused. You're not trying to reach that vision. Where am I going? I'm straying off. You can't do that. You know, when you, like I say, your parents are entrusting you a lot of our young people to go away to school. And I know you want to have fun, but statistics show that 30% of our young men don't even make it through freshman year. And some of the reasons for that is that our young men are less mature than their counterparts. They may have, this would be the first time that they've been away from home. So their mind is like, missing home, but wanting to be on their own. So that's a little fuzzy area. And then they may get depressed because of that. And then they don't even get to complete that first year. So before even going, parents need to sit down with their children and outline and tell you, yes, you are going away to college. It is important. However, these are some of the things that you're going to run into. If our young people are not taught life skills, they can be the smartest light bulb on the planet. They could still miss out. You have to have life skills. What's going to happen when I start going to parties, frat parties, or sororities, or trying to join frats? What's going to happen? Some of the things that may happen, people put things in your drinks. People try to do all sorts of things to you. They take hazing further than it should go. People try to get you to try edibles, and all types of things go on. You might be in a different state for the first time. You don't know people. You might trust the wrong person. All of these things interfere with your vision or your goal. Because if you have all of that on your mind, you cannot stay focused. You have to try to figure out, what's going on, and when you are immature, you don't really, stop to think. And that's why I'm saying you need life skills. You just, you want to have fun. You got your mom or your parents on this shoulder. This is what I'm sending you to school for, blah, 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 blah. You got the devil on this shoulder. Oh, but you need to have fun. It's okay if you try this, do this. You have to trust people. Your parents have told you, be careful. You can't trust everybody. Oh, but they don't know. They're just old fuddy-duddies. I can trust people. So you have all these issues going on. Don't forget the vision. What's the goal? Where are you trying to go? What's important? So going off with someone you don't even know, they could be a sexual predator. They could be someone that's going to take you and kill you for whatever reason. They may be in a gang and have been given I can't think of what to call it, but they may have to go out and kill someone. You never know what's going on in the world. It's like, it's just too much. So wherever you are in life, you have to stop, think. Your actions matter. That's one reason why I talk about actions. So if you don't have the book and you can't, because I cannot cover everything on these videos, but everything is in the book. So your actions, they help you, but you have to stop, think, make decisions, and your actions impact your life. All that is important when you are trying to reach these visions. Keep them in front of you and get where you're going in life. Good morning, Angela. Thank you for tuning in, girlfriend. So these are some of the things that are very important after I've given you all these tools this month on starting afresh or re-energizing yourself, getting ready for this next phase of your life. We had the COVID, so we have to try to do things bigger and better because we don't know the impact fully that's going to have on whatever we do. Because if you try to go to school, you try to go to brick and mortar, you don't know how that's going to turn out. You have to flip back and go back visual. We just don't know what's going to happen. So we have to make sure that we are on our A game. That the things that you are learning in order to help you in life, basic principles, life skills, that you are keeping those in your mind and thinking about them, recalling them as you do things, because it's going to only help you. You don't want to get down the road and like, wow, I've wasted 6 months. I've wasted 9 months. I've wasted a year because I didn't listen. Coach Deborah tried to tell me, my pastor tried to tell me, my parents tried to tell me, but I did not listen. I had a goal in mind. I knew what it was that I wanted to do, but I did not follow the process. There's always a process in things. Even if you have a whip and you want to get it, you buy it this way, but you want it a certain way. There's a process to get it, how you want it. You might want to have it wrapped. You might want to get new rims, your windows tinted. Okay, but then there's a process. What do you do first? Do you get the rims done first and then have it wrapped? Because if you have it wrapped first, are you afraid that when you take it to get the rims done, they might damage the wrap? So it's a process. And I'm pretty sure when you're talking about your whip, you're going to sit down and think about it and make sure that you get it done right, because that's something that you're passionate about. But you have to be just as passionate about your life. Your life matters. Remember I said you are numero uno. And your life matters. So everything that you do has a consequence. You want those consequences to be positive. You want them to help you move to the next level, to be the best that you can be. I want you to be the best that you can be. So that's why I am pouring out. And I know some of the things I mentioned, sporadically, more often than others, like credibility. You're going to hear me talk about credibility, constantly, because that is so important to your life. You just don't know. You can be the biggest, baddest thing going, better than sweet Southern iced tea. But just like that, something can happen. You can go all the way down because of some action that you do that was not credible, it was not legal, and it could completely mess up your name, your reputation. So I hope you're listening to all this. But I wanted to talk to you this morning and try to put the package together of all the things that we have been talking about this month. So I hope that you have been following me. And for those of you on the line, please share this so people can, put it all together, because it is very important. So if they're not here and they're not getting it, then it can't help them. So I want to help as many people as I can. So I would appreciate it if you would share this video. And if you would like it, like my Build Your Best Life page, if you have not already done so, send me comments. I really appreciate it. So I really hope that what I talked about today will help you reinforce what I've been saying all month, that it is important to set those goals, understand that they're firm goals, that they have substance to them. So that means they're SMART goals. So they are specific. You're not just saying, oh, I'm going to get a master's degree. I'm going to get a master's degree by June 2023. They have to be specific. Specific, measurable. Is there a measurement that you can do? Yeah, if you're going to work on a master's degree, yeah, you can measure that. At 2021, where am I? Okay, they have to be attainable. Can you get a master's degree? Yes, you can. So it's attainable, realistic. Now, if you're in high school right now, I'm not sure that it's really realistic to have a master's degree by 2023. But now, hey, if you're motivated enough, there are people that can get it done, because you can graduate from high school with an AA, go in there and double up and get that bachelor's and go ahead and get that master's. So it can be done. I've seen a young lady do it. So, but for you, is it realistic? That's what you have to realize, because what's realistic for one person may not be realistic for you. And then time-based. Like I say, if you just say, I'm going to create a new formula to clean shoes. When are you going to do that? Remember, it took Edison 50,000 tries before he was able to perfect the alkaline battery. So you got to put a time frame on it. When do you think you're going to get that done? It's okay to get there before you say, all right, it's okay not to make it by that date, because you can always move it out, but you should have a time attached to that goal. Keep that vision board before you, because if you have a reminder, it's going to keep it before you. This is something I'm working on, and I can't, forget about it. I got to keep it in my mind and keep going. I got to stay focused. You have those strengths and weaknesses. You got to keep working on those strengths, and you can always learn something. Even at my age, I'm constantly trying to learn different things. I got this over here that I might be doing. I got Rosetta Stone. I want to learn Spanish, so I got that. So I can, in between different things, I can try to work on that. I'm reading books. I'm looking at something else online right now I want to do. So you can continue to develop yourself. You can be and do anything that you want to and set your mind at, but you have to put in the work. So please remember that. So I hope all this information really helped and assisted you today. And I'm so glad that you joined me. I want to remind you that on this Thursday, August 27th, will be my monthly Build Your Best Life panel discussion. We're going to have Leonardo Allen Jr., Herb Ford, and Vito Patrick. These are very dynamic speakers. You don't want to miss this. We're going to be talking about how to make your actions work for you and not against you. It's going to be a very interesting topic, so I hope that you will join us here on Facebook Live at 6:30 Thursday, and that's Eastern Standard Time as well. Please, if you have not placed it on your calendar, on September 12th, beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are having our first men and boys virtual conference. And you're talking about some dynamic speakers. We're going to have speakers talking about family, empowerment, what it is to be a man and how to be a man, and your finances. So you don't want to miss that. So please place that on your calendar. So see, these are some of the things that are coming up in the near future. And on August 31st, which is the following Monday, I will be a co-host with Coach Ricardo Miller on his Fishbowl radio show. And that will be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's from 7 to 9. So Eastern Standard, our Florida time, it will be at 8 to 10. But it's a radio show. And I will have the link out there for that next week. So these are some of the events that we have coming up. And I hope as your calendar will allow that you will join us. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And remember, as you travel on your road to building a better life, there will be distractions, rough terrain, detours. Don't let any of these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be a better you and to build your best life. Thank you and have a blessed day today. Hope to see you on Tuesday.